Good evening and thank you for joining us. You're watching the KSAT 9 at night. I'm Stephania Jimenez, and tonight we begin with an hours-long confrontational cross-examination in the courtroom that didn't involve the suspect who's on trial. So let's take it from the beginning. This was day 7 of the corruption trial for former Bexar County Constable Barrios Vela, who's accused of tampering with evidence. The state concluded the testimony portion of its side of the case, and when Barrios Vela's attorney questioned a Texas Ranger who testified for the prosecution, that's when things got tense. Bradley Freeman defended his handling of the case, but when defense attorney Nico LaHood pointed out that Freeman never specifically requested cash logs from Barrios Vela, things got kind of fiery.
That's not the same one, Nico, so be careful because the other one had officer's name written off to the side.
They're both in evidence.
All right.
Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
you're going to do it to me, I'm going to do the same to you.
Really? That's how you work, right?
Go on.
Is that how you work?
Ask a question.
The prosecution rests at around 3:30 p.m. The defense says it's going to rest its case after the trial resumes around 10:30 tomorrow. Switching gears now, let's talk about COVID. The Food and Drug Administration just authorized an updated booster vaccine, and this version is a combination of the original vaccine and a new one aimed at targeting newer COVID variants. So these new boosters are only for people who have had their primary vaccinations, and getting these updated shots really may become a new norm.
The protection we've gotten from the previous version of the vaccine has been good, but it's changing. And we need to keep up with that, just like we do every year with influenza. The vaccine we get is different from the previous year because that virus changes. And so we need to probably stay up to date with COVID, just like we do with influenza.
Okay, but before we can officially get the boosters, the CDC has to announce its recommendation and decide which group is going to get this additional shot. The CDC advisory panel is going to discuss the recommendation tomorrow. Now, here's one problem. The Health and Human Services Department is about to run out of the money that it's been using to buy and distribute COVID vaccines, and that's according to an HHS official. Don O'Connell, Assistant Secretary for Preparedness and Response at HHS, says the department has 170 million updated COVID boosters for a fall and winter vaccination campaign, but will no longer have money to buy or distribute the vaccines as early as January. It's also going to run out of its federal supply of several treatments in the first half of 2023. Now, we should mention that Congress has not yet passed additional COVID relief funding, which the White House says it needs for things like vaccines, testing, and also treatments. A local teacher got fired for breaking the rules. We're told that the Edgewood ISD teacher spoke to a student in a, quote, unprofessional manner, and it was caught on video. A spokesperson with the district is telling KSAT that it found out about the video and acted immediately. In a statement, the spokesperson said in part, quote, this type of behavior does not align with the district's core values and will not be tolerated, end quote. Bullets flying into a car on a local highway, and police want you to help them find the shooter. San Antonio police say it happened last Thursday. Two drivers got into a confrontation on the highway near the downtown area. SAPD says a driver pulled up beside that gray car at I-35 and I-10 and just started shooting. The driver of the gray car later found 2 bullet holes in his car. If you can help police solve the case, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 210-224-STOP. So this right here could have been a lot worse. No one in a Via bus was seriously injured after a wrong-way driver crashed head-on into that bus. Happened around 5:30 this morning, and some of you had to deal with the backup that it left on Wurzbach Road near Evers. Police say that a man driving a gray sedan was likely trying to get around traffic and just wound up going the wrong way. He was headed straight towards the Via bus with 4 people inside, including Roger Sines, who saw the whole thing from his window seat.
It was going crazy, and he was just passing all the cars. He couldn't stop, and the bus couldn't stop.
Sines says the car's motor went flying and just burst into flames. The driver of the car was the only one who had to be taken to the hospital. Everyone else on the bus, including the driver, suffered only minor injuries. So what caused that overnight fire on the city's west side? That's what investigators are asking. Happened around 1 this morning in the 700 block of St. Augustine. It's off of Highway 90 and General McMullen. Firefighters arrived just in time. The fire started in a shed and was spreading to the home. Now, thankfully, nobody was inside the home, and crews did fight those flames very quickly. You can say she got more than what she bargained for, a cart full of unpaid groceries and her photo on San Antonio Crime Stoppers. So let's get you a closer look at that. Do you recognize her? Police say that back on August 20th, she robbed a Dollar General in the 4300 block of Culebra Road, and she reportedly filled her cart up with merchandise, went to the register, and she acted as if she was going into her purse for money, but just walked out with her cart. And when another woman followed her outside, she pulled out a knife. So who is she? If you give Crime Stoppers information that helps them find her, you could get a $5,000 reward. On the men this evening, Texas gubernatorial candidate Beto O'Rourke is feeling better. You should see him on the campaign trail soon. O'Rourke's campaign says that the candidate plans to return to in-person events and is going to be in Laredo this Friday. This is 1 week after the gubernatorial Democratic challenger had a brief stay at a hospital. He's been dealing with a bacterial infection. Now, with 10 weeks to go until the election, polls show that O'Rourke is trailing Governor Greg Abbott by single-digit numbers. From cookies to Blue's Clues toys, several products that you may have in your home are being recalled. Our Marilyn Moritz shows us the products and also the dangers in tonight's Recall Roundup.
Have these in the pantry? Market Pantry white fudge animal cookies sold at Target are recalled after a metal wire was found in some. They come in a big plastic bear container. The best buy date is February 21st. Take them back. Brewing danger. IKEA is recalling thousands of metal-esque espresso makers because the stainless steel safety valve can burst. A few folks have been scalded. Take it back. Blue's Clues recall. Huffy says it's pulling more than 28,000 of these plush puppy ride-on toys. The toy can tip forward, and 18 toddlers have injured their faces. These were sold at Walmart. Contact Huffy for a fix. And more toy trouble. Epic Everlasting Play is recalling thousands of Kadoozy My First Activity desks. When the toy is attached to a crib, the child can tangle his clothing on it or get his jaw trapped in the handle. Parents, you can contact the company to get either a new toy or get your money back. If you need more information on any of these recalls, you'll find it on our website. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
So now let's get to your weather. Some of you got rain today. What's it going to be like tomorrow? Meteorologist Adam Caskey has your forecast.
As we go into Thursday, rain chances really not as high, just very isolated in nature. We're talking a 20 to 30% chance into the afternoon. We'll start the day, though, 76 degrees, partly cloudy. Little increase in the cloud cover by the afternoon, up near 90 by 1 o'clock. And I think 94 the high temperature. Again, 20 to 30% chance of a few showers in the afternoon. So not much coverage. And same goes for Friday. By the weekend, we boost those rain chances. They should become more numerous. So more numerous downpours and even a few thunderstorms, but nothing severe expected. Timing may not be optimal for some outdoor plans, but we need the rain and we'll have some pockets of heavy downpours. Also, high temperatures then in the upper 80s.
We definitely need that rain. Now, we hope that in the meantime you manage to stay cool. Thank you so much for watching The Night at Night. We'll see you tomorrow.